Hey, was anyone in here on the raid in Sandy Shore earlier?
Yeah, I was.
Ooh.
Did anyone happen to get? Do you know if anyone got pictures of the stuff inside?
As
Because
far as I know, they documented it, but there was nothing in there.
Yeah, that thing was completely like empty. Like nobody moved in yet, besides a box.
where'd they find the 600 stolen goods or 800 stolen goods or whatever?
It was on top of the box, from what I remember. There was like a little storage bin or a storage box, and then there was like a box of stuff on top of it.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. The pictures are in now.
Daisy
they
had
weren't
that.
loaded
Yeah.
earlier. Ooh, that key is interesting.
Apart from that, there was
That's
nothing in there.
No, it's hilarious. As little as that 600, that box of like stolen goods seems, it's actually going to be a huge key to our case. That's why I was
Yeah.
desperate about that being pictured.
Hmm. Good night.
Good night to you too.
You just
So
you good?
You gotta say it different. The inflection you put on your voice makes it sound like you're saying it a goodbye. It's like goodbye. You're saying good night.
Yeah. Good morning.
Instead of
I would say
hello,
good morning the same way.
Good night.
I hate this.
See, for 99% of people, it sounds fucked up. But like the logic. Like, you know, a night owl like me. It
Well, it's the
makes
same
sense.
thing for me. Like 15 hours ago, I could have said good night when I wake up.
Good evening. Have a good evening.
When does evening stop?
Midnight.
So what's after midnight?
Morning.
Oh my god, there's no night. Night doesn't exist.
Well, no, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
When does afternoon finish and when does evening start?
I would say evening for me would probably be like, oh fuck, I don't know. When is afternoon?
These are the
After
hard
dinner?
hitting questions.
Well, I don't know. When's dinner?
Oh.
See,
God.
right now I'm torn between whether or not evening starts at 4, 5, or 6 p.m.
I feel like evenings are 5 to like 9.
Holy fuck.
You
Is
should
there
be
like
home.
proper definitions behind this shit?
I don't think so.
Oh my god.
I mean, those time definitions are allowed to overlap.
Evening
can
takes
be-
place between the hours of
True.
6 p.m. and 9
I didn't
p.m.
consider that.
Like, I would consider 5 o'clock to be both evening and afternoon in greeting terms. Okay, I'm actually disturbed by the shadow coming off of your hat right now.
Okay, so morning is 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. Afternoon is 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Evening is 6 to 9. Night is 9 to 12. And then you have, obviously, still night
Dawn.
into morning, 12 to 6 a.m.
Wait, so night is from 12 to 6?
1 second, I'm gonna put this on the.
Good night.
Howdy there,
Good night.
y'all. Howdy.
You guys ever heard of pre-dawn?
Jimmy,
Hello.
Jimmy
No?
Frost. I'm so glad you're here on behalf of the boys. We're ready for the meeting.
I'm not a member of the boys.
You're the
Can I put this
spokesman
down
for
now?
the boy.
Do it.
Jimmy, you have to be. Where the fuck are the rest of them? They're supposed to be here.
Oh,
We're having a meeting.
warning, heads up. If you use, you know, the photos and stuff, if you use the one that start with the V, the VGY or something, whatever,
Yeah, don't work.
yeah, no worky. So you're gonna have to change.
Oh.
You're gonna have to
I'm more of a
change. You
Kappa.lol.
you take the photo and it locally save, but you ain't uploading to VGY.me.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
If you need a kappa.lol, you can ask.
yeah, I'm
I can
more of
give
a
it to you.
Kappa guy from the league
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
Hmm.
Ain't nobody can fucking read this, Jimmy Peppercini. What the fuck's this say?
Ugh, I
The
can read it.
fuck?
What's wrong with you?
The font is the most unclear font I've ever seen.
That's what I was given.
Okay.
God.
Well,
Okay, what happened was retake this photo, except make the furthest right side line up with the bottom 6 a.m. and ignore everything on that top line. Because between you trying to read all that for nothing, it'll make
Yeah,
the other
dude,
side
the text
bigger.
wrap is terrible.
I believe in you.
I can do it.
Jimmy,
I'm not the representative.
on
That's
behalf of the boys,
Paul.
I need you to attend this meeting because I'm going to sleep. So I need you to hurry the fuck.
I'm
did it,
not
guys.
attending this meeting.
Oh my God, there's a Figueroa
What you mean you're going to
redhead.
sleep?
I'm going to sleep, darling. I only slept 3 hours. I'm tired.
Who hurt you?
Look at this. 2 Figueros. There's 2 speeders. I'm not going to the meeting. I'm going straight to chasing.
Oh.
I'll see y'all. I'm going. To
I'm
the
not
94.
opposed. I'm not
I'm going to
opposed.
the 94.
Yeah, skip. Why don't we just skip the
Honestly,
meeting
I'm-
today?
I'm for
There's
it. Just
nothing
fucking
to
go
talk
for
about.
it.
Meeting
There's literally
skip?
Have the meeting
nothing to
later.
talk about.
We-
Let's just go and start chasing. these
We're
Figueros.
getting
I'm
the
chasing.
the Vajero.
Skip meeting. Skip meeting.
Whoa, Skip.
Hey, what?
Ooh, skip.
We got crimes
for
to solve.
Well, I'm gonna finish up this report and I'm gonna get to it.
Get those damn moonshiners.
313-76-94.
Same traffic.
What the fuck was that already?
It was the vulture noise.
Means roll the fuck out. Let's go.
We gotta counter the grinding. Oh, not the rain. Ooh. Ooh, someone was pulling in with the V-Star. They didn't get the memo. This car looks so nice.
They're gonna get it when they realize nobody's there.
Oh, was it Barrick? Barrick!
There's 3. One. Let's see here. Nope. This is all the same one. So blue on black metallic. Last seen on Bay City and Invention Court. Invention Circle. Invention Circle. I think. Invention Court. I think it's Court. CT. I think it's Court.
Hey, from.
Driving around Littleton.
Last call was Bay City. .390's waiting for speeders off of Eclipse and Milton.
I'm at Bay City and Bay City Incline.
You can't convince me the V-Star is good. At all. Nobody would be able to convince me. Listen, when... Hold on. Before we started using the Scout, we had no vehicles that did 189 like all the other cars except the V-Star. And people were so conditioned to outrun the V-Star. I will never forget. Someone in a Vaca sent it down Del Perro, slammed on their brakes, U-turned to send it back the opposite direction because the V-Star literally didn't have enough anything. No acceleration, nothing. 10-2.
And to darling.
I was dying. I was dying when I saw that happen.
70-10-8.
I actually think the Scout outperforms the V-Star in just about every way.
They were laced on Great Ocean Highway.
I'm at West Eclipse and Great Ocean right now. See if we can come back.
U-turn NOS, yeah. That, and again, that was like,
Okay, through the hills though.
that was the same, like, we had no counter to it at the time. Like one of those tool set things. I don't mind the way. I need to figure out what turbo's in this car. We're gonna wait for a mechanic to find out. I have such a preference for all-wheel drive cars, though. Kind of sad.
Abandoned opinion.
Every car that I've like absolutely fell in love with has been all-wheel drive for the most part.
So you know.
No speeders? I feel like people take Great Ocean or like North Rockford.
670, 76, senior buns food, will be 10-6.
Speaking of food, we need to get rid of those moonshine bottles. A firm 317, Chunya 1041 at 1119. No speeders? No speeder? Impede someone in 3.0 because they kept U-turn nosing? Yeah, and like I said, like there was otherwise no counter to it. Like, it didn't matter what vehicle we were in. It was just an impossible thing to keep up with. Speeders? Excuse the fuck you. Okay. Can't believe they're just sitting right in front of the car. That's messed up. Oh, let me check my task manager this time. No, okay, that was so weird. That was like a one-off thing where 5M showed up under Chrome. Back to its own task. Well, that was quite strange. Very interesting.
Shit. 313, I don't think we're gonna find them. I think they're gone. God damn it.
Shucks. They got us.
They were just too quick for us. Damn.
We need to look for a mechanic.
$313.76 MRP day. Meeting with the boys.
Would like an actual meeting, or is it different?
I have a different meeting, but there are still some people I think at MRPD that might be having a meeting or talking about some stuff like people doing their bits and stuff like that. So once you finish, you can come back to the station if you like.
390.
Copy that. 670, 76 to MRPD.
Not even raining and the roads are still wet.
94's popcorn
Very strange.
running.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, hold on. Let me demonstrate, by the way. Okay.
at, darling?
See, I'm still, even before this, I'm still too close to cap
Anyone need food?
here.
No, I'm
No.
alright. Thank you,
We'll
Chris.
go on the south side real quick. Okay. So this is my FPS before forcing the game onto, before forcing it onto the part of my CPU without the extra cache, and then click, and then this is my FPS after.
Your check?
10-2.
We're capped at 144. I think we have VSync enabled.
207,
Um,
10-7. food
It's
court.
it's a notable difference. Like I said, depending on where you are, it's like 20 to 40 FPS. I have a 7950X 3D. But I don't know if they've resolved like the. You have one of those? Oh, but buddy, 3 FPS. I use a program called Process Lasso. And so here's the thing. Here's the tricky part. If you try to set 5M to have, or if you try to set the affinity, when you're loading into the server, your 5M crashes.
670, 10-8.
I think, I don't remember how much Process Lasso was, but it was fucking worth whatever I paid. I don't know, maybe 10, 20 bucks or whatever. And you can set it so that after, you know, something's been open for 2 minutes, you can then set affinity, which is how I have it, so that I don't crash loading in. But again, people don't realize that the X3D chip, like the extra cache, is only available on the first, what, 8 cores? If you need help at all, I'm more than willing to help you with it.
Badge 3,
Oh wait, you know what's funny? Look at this.
1040.
They've they show Process Lasso now shows you the cores with the cache. That's fucking hilarious. Let me hold on, let me see if I can get this up. I never did that. It is funny. Hold on. Here and here. Fuck. I'm gonna be lazy. All right, let's see what drama's going on. I was gonna show, but when you select it, it now shows all the ones with the extra cache, which is really nice because again, people don't realize the thing.
Good night.
In Valorant, I get like a 150
Yeah,
FPS
y'all, see
difference
you
doing
later.
it. Good night, Alice. Where are they at?
That serial number might be forged. We're not really sure where those come
207,
from.
10-8.
Shrug.
Or Barrack? A leader. 390, 76, latest 94. I'm rushing.
670, same traffic.
Dude, I bought... Listen, I got the lifetime license too. So if you still have that shit, boot that shit up, dude. Boot it up. You can test once you're in game. Literally, they have sets which actually make it easier, but... Here, I'll make it easy. I will screenshot the affinity
207 is going to attempt to assist as well.
right here. I will send this.
670, 23.
Right there. And you can have presets.
What code 6? Spanish? Eastbound?
So my preset is that for GTA. Up to 120. Oh. So that happens above I used to get it above like 160. I've never had hitching at 144. And in earlier gen Ryzens, I would always do like a bunch of optimization to sort of min-max FPS. Because I'm not kidding. I can't stand playing at 60 FPS. People who can cap at 60... Holy fuck, I already forgot what I was doing. People who can cap at 60 and be good with that, bless their hearts, but I can't do it. It's too skippy for me. And it's very noticeable.
Code 4 Spanish.
And get rid of these. I can't do that.
207 is going to send
But my monitor goes to 165, but if I set it to 165, I experience hitching. 144, I've never had a problem. Do 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 do. Oh, dude, rated. CS was one of the first games I ever like. Oh my god, I'll never forget. Just clicked a button on my headset. Now I can't hear anything. Fuck. 1 second. One of the first games where I noticed how fucking terrible 60 FPS looked and how unsmooth it was.
Of a white tailgater leaving the scene.
It was because at the time you had to fucking set everything in console or like your like config to exceed 60. I forget what it was, but holy fuck, it was terrible.
Just checking any of the parking lots.
Confirm. 390 is gonna head east towards Mirror Park, and I'll sort of comb west from there. Yeah, I remember like all the fucking different console commands. Like, oh my god. Okay. Like setting the amount of threads and a gazillion other things. So long ago. Got nothing south on Mirror Park Boulevard. I'm gonna push north and then cut west. Cam, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. I wanted to jump on earlier, but I woke up late, to be honest.
Where do these 94 calls usually pop up, like, frequently?
They can be in a variety of places. A lot of time it's in like the Vinewood Hills residential areas, like Wispy Mound. That one's off of Milton. Picture Perfect areas like that.
Do they usually take the Battery Cannon if they have to go north?
I'm not certain. There typically is a lot of travel along Battery Canyon, though.
It's gonna be code 4 on Eclipse Boulevard.
Affirm. I may have seen a vehicle westbound on Eclipse towards the Comedy Club. I'm not sure.
Just past the Comedy Club area, onto the park now. It doesn't even...
Affirm. Cam again, thank you. You had a good stream. Do 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 do. I don't think I've ever seen weather like this, where the road stays wet. Despite there being no rain. I did that.
That number's last seen in the south side on Innocence.
670, 76.
Seems to me it was going northbound on Calais. Just under one of the two.
Yeah, I don't quite know what happened.
Sounds like ascended westbound Vespucci. May have seen something in Lindsay Circus at the gas station. 22 last. That was a blind Dottie.
I mean, the road's still wet, so I think the car's gonna behave as if it was actively raining anyways. I think y'all might be right. $90, 76, that is 71.
207, same traffic.
Hello.
Hey,
Same
it's
traffic.
Andy.
Hey, Andy. What you up to?
So, you're up to?
Trying to find some reckless drivers, potentially, maybe, sorta, kinda, most certainly, but maybe not doing moonshine.
Whoa. Do you
Yup.
want a buddy for an hour?
23.
Yes,
Yep,
however, I
thank
will
you.
have to change cars. I'm not allowed to have a
Oh, it's okay if you
passenger.
don't want
No, 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 I'll change.
to. Okay, I'll get a vest.
Ooh, okay.
Because I
I
have to have
technically
that
need
if I'm gonna be a
approval.
good ride along. Oh, shit. What?
Yeah.
What? DMAT Rusty. I'll call Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas sleeping.
What?
Yup.
Wait, who's it go to?
Well, Alice went to sleep as well. Barrick, I think, might be a senior like me.
Any additionals
Wait,
for
that
me
makes
to
us
the,
the
South
highest
Park on
rank.
Elgin
I
Adams
approve.
Apple?
I don't know if I
You
can do
approve
that,
yourself.
but who gonna say no?
I'll call Barrick and grief him until he says yes.
Well, Barrick, he's the same rank as me, so.
Yeah, I just kind of take excuses to grief Barrick.
Oh, that's valid.
Yeah.
No, that's totally valid.
Okay, I'll do it
Let me
then.
park this. What car do I want to drive is the question. I'm thinking my CVPI.
Okay, okay. I know what that
Now-
is because I'm a car girl.
Now, bad news.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes the CVPI go on
Uh-huh.
2 wheels, but that's okay. We make do with what we've got.
Okay, okay. I'll just like slam down really hard and make sure it stays.
I don't know if your weight's gonna allow that to happen.
I can do it. I'll wear a really heavy vest.
Perfect.
Hold on, I have to
Give me-
change my vest.
Where are you?
I'm at the PD clothing store by MRPD.
Oh, perfect. I hear a penumbra
Perfect.
pulling up. I think it's a penumbra. Maybe not a penumbra. They're going behind Mission Row. I'm analyzing via sound.
Looking for the heaviest vest possible.
Oh, I was wrong. It's an elegy.
LMG.
I'm on
An
the way to
LMG?
scoop you up.
Okay. I'm looking for a vest. An appropriate large heavy vest.
I think they
Whoa,
have to
that
be.
looks
Do they
pretty
have to be
heavy.
gray? I think they do. I don't remember.
I don't think so. They take me, or I'll get one that's kind of grayish anyway. This is probably the heaviest one I can find. The rest are little.
Listen, whatever works. And then, listen, you just got to keep your head down. The last time I took somebody on a ride along, it was Martha, and within 2 minutes, we were getting ambushed with 4 officers on duty at the cash exchange in the south side. So, like,
I only do everything you tell me.
perfect. Hop in.
That's it. Oh, God, I'm so wide now.
There
Hey.
we go. Hello.
Man, that was going to be so awkward if that wasn't you. I
Yeah,
didn't even check.
that'd be pretty rough, actually. All right.
How are you, Smash Modes?
I'm doing good. I'm living my best life.
Of course you are. You. How could you not?
Well, you know, everybody. Okay. Tailgater, Penumbra, Gauntlet, Vigero, Gauntlet, Vigero. Holy
Yep.
fuck.
You're hacking
It's
them?
all the
You're
same
hacking them?
cars. It's all the same cars. The roads are wet.
Oh my god, you're so cool. You're a really good driver.
Is it raining?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The roads are wet, but
Slick as a seal.
yeah, well, you know, if you asked me what the weather was, I would say wet but not raining. Sunny, in fact, but
Oh.
there was a downpour before, you know?
Well, good thing I didn't ask.
I figured I'd let you know. That's why, yeah, I needed to justify me asking if it's raining, because that's a stupid fucking question.
No, it's definitely raining. It's completely fine. Oh, here, I have to brief Barrier now.
All right, so we're just gonna chill, kind of right up here, where.
Eric, say yes.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Did he do
Don't you
his
wanna know what you
huh
agreed
followed
to?
by a little chuckle?
Are you sure you want to know?
Oh.
I'm not offering you a good time. What the hell? What the fuck? Aren't you over this? That was so many months ago.
Oh my god.
Oh, what were you insinuating? Okay, what were you insinuating?
Tea time, tea time.
Yeah? You're just bored, so you said yes? Okay.
He must
well,
think you two are riding.
Matt said if I rode along with him, that he would have to ask for approval from the highest rank, but he thinks that you guys are the same rank and that there's nobody higher than you, so technically he probably doesn't have to get approval from anyone other than himself.
207.
But then I called him and then I said I was gonna grief you, so I'm doing that.
21 Alpha's Elgin Adams Apple code 4.
Keep firm. Apologies, 390 got.
You're so right
Caught
that he
up.
doesn't need your permission for anything ever.
What? Did he say that?
Oh, he doesn't need permission from anybody ever. I don't think so either. He's the Matt Rhodes.
676 MRPD.
Fun points. Oh, why would you call those fun points? Are those punishments?
Oh, daps?
Yeah. When you do fun stuff, that's what you get.
There was one time the mayor was trying to get him to dap me for
What?
disagreeing with the mayor on Twitter.
Matt, you have to say the other mayor, not the mayor.
Oh.
I'm the mayor.
True. Well, no, this was actually Max, you know? Like, this was
Oh,
like
that
the,
one. Okay.
the ex-mayor.
The ex-mayor. Okay. Goodbye, Barrick. Are you?
Is that appropriate to call
griefed?
them?
What? I don't feel badly. You just sound miserable when you answer.
Pop off, Andy.
Yeah, that's so true. That is just how you sound. All right. Yeah, you seem more
70,
griefed now.
1042.
Goodbye, Barrick. Don't worry, he was giggling.
Okay, good. I mean, he always giggles. I
He
think-
answered and he went, "Hello." I was like, "Oh my god."
Okay, see, knowing Barrick, I feel like the moment you said, just say yes, he would have been like, he would have done his little chuckle followed by, huh?
He just went, "Yes."
No questions asked?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was
Holy
like, you don't even
fuck.
want to know what you just said yes to.
How's he
And then
not
he said
married?
He presumed it was whatever it is that I was proposing a good time. I was like, no, I'm absolutely not
I don't get it.
proposing a good time with you.
How's he not married? Think about
because
that.
he can't speak correctly.
What do you mean?
He has the most minor speech, 1 billion
207.
I've ever seen in my life.
1042 as well.
Somebody could have terrible speech, but like if their counterpart knows that, right? Like they
I guess. But
well,
he's
how bad?
also
How
a
bad's the
traitor.
speech? Ooh. What?
Mm-hmm.
Traitor.
There's a time where I told him something that he was supposed to keep to himself, and then he ran off, and I think he told you, actually.
Oh, what did he tell
The
me?
shit I told him because he wanted it to benefit an investigation you guys were doing, and I was like, motherfucker, you promised. That is betrayal, and go away.
Ooh. Wait, what was it about? I'm trying to...
It was about a person.
First...
A person who had done something to some cop named Cornwood, and then I had my own troubling experience with the person. He wasn't supposed to say anything, and then he did.
Oh. Okay, I remember.
He swore up and down that I could trust him. He would never tell anyone. He would never use it for his own purposes, and then he did.
It was, if I recall correctly, it wasn't for the sake of investigation, as much as it was, listen, you know me. Very rarely will you see me out on the streets off duty. But during that time specifically, I think there was a few things happening, in which, do you remember there was like scavenger hunt thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that what we're calling that? Okay, yeah, scavenger hunt.
Yeah, we'll just refer to it as that. And when that was happening, I was calling people and asking questions, and I think, if I recall correctly, this was a while ago, Andy, I think the purpose of him informing me was to avoid awkwardness with me trying to get parties who may not like each other in a group.
Oh, is this because I ran away from your house that day?
So
remember there was a day she was
yes,
at the house?
yes, she was at the house, and then you, yes, yes.
Yeah.
And it, like I said, it wasn't at all for any form of investigation as much as it was him informing me of like, hey, just like don't, like, essentially don't try to put them in the same situation.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of worried about her. Earlier, she was found on the floor of the food court, and it seems like she had a concussion. She said Aspen ran her head over.
Yeah, she did have. She was telling everyone she had a percussion. I don't quite know what happened, but now you've provided that context, so I guess I do. I don't actually know if it happened though. Who knows? And she was out stealing HVACs.
Yeah, she said Aspen ran over her head, but I got a former EMS to come look at her because there weren't like active doctors or EMS around. And then she's like staying overnight at the hospital. I made sure the doctor would take a report and everything, but I'm.
Oh, it was raining. Oh,
it's nice out now.
Now it's
And
gray.
Yeah. Oh,
I like
no,
this.
Blue sky.
It was bluer before.
Maybe for you.
All right. 390 will also be patrolling the county.
Wee woo, wee woo.
So I didn't realize. So when I got hired
up on the
into
just outside of Braddock Pass.
BCSO, I didn't realize we were supposed to be picking up our paycheck. Oh, ooh, you saw the two wheels?
Oh yeah, in the north. Sorry, I didn't slam down. That's my fault.
Now in saying that, Alice was like, y'all make sure you get your, we're fine. Make sure you get your, because the Maze Bank got robbed, and I don't know, they didn't succeed or something. Like, make sure y'all pick up your paycheck. So I go and pick mine up, and it's like, you know, super tiny for the amount of work I've done. And come to find out, that's a separate paycheck. That's like welfare check in comparison to the politer.
Yeah, politer.
That's what Alice
calls it. I don't really know
calls
what's going on because I picked up a $90,000 paycheck down south and a $30,000 paycheck up north, so I have no clue.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on.
It was very interesting.
To be a certain way, but I don't know if it's broken.
Probably is.
But I'm also kind of at that point where I'm checked out.
Yeah. Do you...
It's like, yep, whatever. Come what may. Split what you want. It is what it is.
Andy,
That sounds
you know
like
what's
a next
crazy?
mayor problem.
I think I'd feel comfortable offering someone $1 million that I don't have to read out just the titles of all of the pieces of legislation in under 1 minute. Just the titles.
Wow. They could read all mine in under 1 minute. They could read those titles in under a minute.
Holy
What is called
fuck.
hunting legislation and fishing legislation.
No, like,
Because-
I'm not kidding when I say this. There's too much legislation. Like, the amount of...
You want to time me?
I would actually, yeah. Hold on. Let me get a timer.
And I'm only going to read the ones that are, like, visible. Oh, they fixed it! So I can actually... Wait, I actually don't know if I can see everything. Okay,
Where's my...
you let me know when we're starting.
I don't know where I put my phone.
Somewhere.
Okay, give me... We're gonna wait 35 more seconds.
All right.
Then we'll be on the minute of a timer I have. I don't have my phone. We're almost there. 19 seconds.
This is going to be impressive. I can speak really fast.
I think you underestimate how many pieces of legislation there are.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Hold on.
Actually, I don't because I
5,
read them all.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The Constitution of San Andreas, marriage legislation, legislative audit procedure, vehicle asset forfeiture legislation, Freedom of Information Act, business license protocols, weapons and driver's license legislation, judicial compensation legislation, lawyer reclassification, speed limits, impeachments and authority conduct review, expungement legislation, standard ground doctrine, DNA legislation, search and seizure legislation, due process and jurisprudence, judicial election process, Patient Information Privacy Protection Act, powers and definitions of law enforcement officers, San Andreas state marshals and correctional officers, common law within the state of San Andreas, legislation proposal and approval process, first time felony diversion program, Los Santos traffic regulations, drug oversight and scheduling, administration of governance enforcement, marijuana decriminalization act, Blaine County business protocols, procedures and penalties, legislative authority bank accounts, statute of limitations legislation, enhanced and expanded bail guidelines, group 6 clearance 3 level blockade act legislation, Los Santos traffic ordinances, chamber of commerce of Los Santos County, appointment of the sheriff, Blaine County event support, enactment of toll roads, hunting regulations and procedures, members of the Blaine County Blaine County Mayor's Office positions and their responsibilities, Blaine County Authority, Account Mayor's Office protocols and procedures, pursue training within Sandy Shores, facially enhanced license, Los Santos County statutory taxation on business, priority economic nuance and industrial standards act, material and oil procurement for economic continuity act, Los Santos County airspace airmasters and pilots licenses, Hank Act, pets and police canines, social committee of Los Santos Police Department, Los Santos public photography and video ordinances, Los Santos County business ownership and queer general procedures and protocols act, scraps guidelines, fishing deep sea fishing and spear fishing, expanded business hours, Los Santos Police Department quality of life enhancement act, wheel clamp guidelines, discretionary enforcement negotiations act.
That was 1 minute and 42 seconds.
Shit, that's a lot.
Yeah. Just to read the
My names
titles,
are
by the
so
way.
fucking wordy.
Just to... Well, I mean, it's like the big PP Act, and like...
I know. Penis and stab. Because we're 5.
Yeah. So the point I was trying to make is that there's
We
too
write
much.
legislation for things that just don't. That's not a thing people do.
You want to know the worst part?
Deep sea fishing and spear fishing.
I don't know, but the worst part is I had somebody in custody, right? They had a bag of weed on them. Not a joint, a bag of weed. So I was like, okay, no big deal. Let me just reference the drug schedule something or another, right? So I do.
Oh, you think they would be so simple as to say this much weight or whatever it is?
Oh no, it doesn't even matter.
No, of course not.
It doesn't matter. You know why? Because I look at it and I'm like, okay, you know, it technically does state they could have joints or baggies, right? But
sure does.
well, actually, not in the schedule one, in the other one, because look at the legislation right after. Look at the drug schedule legislation, and then the one right above it, decriminalization. Except the other one is still also active.
Oh, very cool.
One says any amount, the other says you can have this many, and then there's a not so visually pleasing graph of joints versus baggies.
Yeah, it is It is obnoxious.
And then in the penal code, it says to reference for the marijuana quantity or the drug quantity to reference the legislation. You reference the legislation, that indicates it's still illegal.
Very good. Wait, so what's the other one? Not the decriminalization one, but
What it's literally right underneath it. The drug something or another. They're back to back on the legislation list.
yeah, it's just annoying to find these because there are so many.
7/29 was the date one of them was made. I think 7/29, and then the other one like 8/1. Just type drug.
Oh, drug oversight and scheduling, administration, and governance enforcement.
Yep. That vehicle was speeding.
Schedule one.
Yeah, I got a 105. I don't know if you got it.
127.
Schedule 1 drugs currently.
The Tony
Marijuana in
Leon.
quantities
Hey,
equal
farm.
to more than 2 ounces or 56 grams or more.
Dispatch 390, 1038 northwest on Great Ocean, right before Polito, with a black and color LG occupied once.
35 attached traffic.
Also, the fact that they're scheduled means that they're illegal.
Engine off.
The key thing right here is basically the owner is probably gonna fall for whatever's gonna.
Oh, actually, I only got 108. There's another plate for the other. Uno momento, Andy.
No problem.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Senior Deputy Rhodes with Blaine County Sheriff's Office. How are you?
Oh, Rhodes. Oh my God, I'm such a big fan. Hey, you look amazing today, sir.
Oh,
my God.
okay. All right. But,
How can I help you today, sir?
I recall our last encounter not being great, and I think that's why you were being a little facetious when you said, you know.
I don't remember at all. I just,
Oh,
hey,
you don't
I
remember
hear
at
Matt
all?
Rhodes, and I was like, wow, that guy seems familiar. He must be a good guy if I remember his name.
Is that why?
Huh?
Are you certain? You weren't being facetious?
That's one syllable too big a word for me to understand what that is, sir.
Weren't you an attorney? That can't be true.
I'm still an attorney, yes. I just
Oh.
prosecuted a cop, yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Which cop? I'm curious.
Riker.
Ooh,
Yeah.
probably deserved.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah, he abused privileges that are not afforded to many people to commit that specific crime, but,
mhm.
it's whatever.
Got it. Now, you have any ideas to why I would have pulled you over?
Not the faintest, honestly.
Really? Not
Yeah.
not a clue?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just, yeah, not a clue. I'm just enjoying my ride over to the north and everything. Just, just try to
Mhm.
get some gas, maybe do
Right,
a little scenic drive and everything up in the mountains.
You know,
Maybe
just
check out the
a
winery.
reminder. It's just a little more difficult to justify leniency when somebody doesn't even know where they did wrong. You know, like if
I
somebody
mean,
knows where they did wrong, they know where to improve and whatnot. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Here is just.
we haven't even opened up the discussion on you. I was going to wait
Oh no,
for
the
you to
discussion
kinda
was
help
open.
me with
No, the discussion was open.
that. I thought you were going to enlighten me and everything. I'm going to be like,
Okay, speeding.
oh, man.
Speeding is
Speeding.
why you got pulled over. Yeah, you were definitely over 100 miles an hour.
How bad was it?
Mm,
Like an exact number or
Over 100.
Oh.
For sure.
like how bad? Like, are we talking about like, oh my God, I didn't look at the speedometer. It's like 101 or was it like Fast and Furious like 170 or?
I mean, over 105, I'd probably say.
Do you want to double check your speedometer, get an exact number or anything like that, or?
No. I mean, I
Oh, okay.
saw you doing over 105 for sure. Definitely
For
looked
sure,
like it, you know?
Greater than 105, less than 110 type of deal, or
At least 105, probably not greater than 110.
okay.
Now, is there
I
a
should really
reason
get
as
the
to...
kilometer. I should really get the kilometers converted to miles per hour on this thing.
Ooh. I mean, what was your speedometer showing, if that's the case?
It was like, I don't know. I think I was doing the math. I don't know if I did the math incorrectly, but it was like 140 kilometers, and I thought, you know, if it's like point like 7 of that, it's like close to like 90 miles per hour.
I'm no mathematician, okay? But, you should most definitely get your speedometer changed over to miles an hour, because that's... You need to be doing math on the fly like that? That's not...
Well,
no.
I mean, I used to take like the multi-dimensional calculus back in the day, but that was a while ago.
And here we are with you speeding. I mean,
It's just-
surely you know what the speed limits are.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry, Mr. Rhodes.
Okay, you have some identification with you?
Yeah, I do, sir. Here you go, sir.
Just go ahead and flash that. Perfect. 10167, is that the state ID?
That's correct, sir.
Perfect. All right, well, just do me a favor. Sit tight. I'm going to go back to my vehicle. Run your information. I'll be back with you shortly, okay?
Yes, sir. God, his hair's so cool. I wish I got hair like that.
You. All right, let's take a look.
I'm gonna crash out over this thing you pointed out.
Why?
I'm just so confused.
Yeah. Yep.
It's hurting my
Same.
brain going back and forth.
Oh. I give him a warning. Dun dun dun. Fuck it.
Where do you say?
And 2. Ahem.
Uh-huh.
Anchor 27, 1041.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What are you going to do better moving forward?
I gotta first change out my speedometer to miles per hour. As much as I love the Japanese equipment on this, I gotta give it up. At some point, I just gotta be a little bit more mindful. Try to match the speed of the traffic a little bit better. If I exceed it, try to do my math a little bit better. That type of deal.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna let you off with a verbal warning here. Okay. However, should you be found to be speeding again, the likelihood of you receiving another warning is gonna be fairly slim. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, if that's the case, you are going to be free to go once I'm back in my vehicle and the emergency lights are off, okay?
Thank you, Mr. Rhodes.
Stay safe. Dispatch 390, latest 38 on Great Ocean, right before Polito, code 4, 10-8.
235, same traffic.
Wait, can you explain to me your problem with it? Because I'm gonna crash out because I feel like I'm doing math and I hate math.
Oh, the problem is that one says any amount of marijuana is illegal.
Where, though?
But
with the like scheduling stuff?
Yep. Third-degree possession of a Schedule 3 drug, marijuana in quantities equal to or less than 1 ounce or 28 grams. So that's literally from...
But then later on it says each county will be afforded the opportunity by the DOJ to legislate minor changes in how Schedule 3 drugs are handled within their jurisdiction and may decriminalize up to the third-degree amount for personal use.
Yep, except you look at Scheduled 3 drug in our charges, the only indication it states is possession or possesses third-degree amount of any Schedule 3 drug as listed in the dosage legislation. So according to that, we can't even take into account anything else. And as it's currently listed, it is illegal to have any amount of marijuana, despite the follow-up legislation indicating marijuana is legal.
I guess they just expect it to override that?
But how is a new cadet, for example, ever going to determine that? They're going to reference...
Yeah.
Hello?
Reference whatever they were taught, honestly.
You don't go over center medians. No, keep driving. Keep driving. You've already fucked up enough.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's annoying for a cadet to learn.
Yeah. Yeah. It be what it be.
I guess I would say unless otherwise listed in decriminalization legislation is...
And I just stumbled upon that, just like... And the person was so nice, and they were requesting an attorney, and if there was an attorney and a judge, the reality is I would have pushed the charge just to get, like, just to point out how silly it is. Like,
yeah, just for precedent.
not in like a malicious compliance way, but like I need a
hey,
DOJ
guys.
answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they requested an attorney, none were available. And I didn't want to, like, the person was very compliant. I didn't want to screw them over for something beyond their control.
Yeah.
So. Ooh.
Makes sense.
If this is anybody's quad thingy outside, please move it. It's in the middle of the road, illegally parked, facing the wrong way.
I could die. Actually.
Oh, there's a person all the way over here.
The fact that it's like statewide legislation, they might be able to just, I don't know, because then they need it if other drugs become class 3. I hate my life, whatever. I'll talk to Angel. She's here if I see her sometime in the next 3 weeks.
I mean, who parks like that? I don't get it.
Everyone.
Gross.
Everybody.
Ooh, hello.
See, they park normally.
Is that you making all that noise?
I'm making some noise.
I'm trying to sleep in here.
What?
Oh, hey.
You trying to sleep where?
I'm trying to sleep in my house, and I hear you just honking your horns and sirens and everything.
I'm trying to get someone's attention. Someone illegally
Well, you got my attention now.
But were you the driver of the quad left in the middle of the road on the next road?
Hell no, I only drive electric.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. What if
or my motorcycle? I mean, it's not entirely accurate.
Fair enough.
Don't tell him that. I'm trying to act like I saved the world.
Your story's falling apart, bucko.
See, you're saying,
come on.
You're saying you know you're acting like you're saving the world. I do think it's a bit of an act. I mean, I see that repair kit on the driveway.
Thank you. Oh God, I just said.